Hey guys, so last sequence from Bryce Mitchell and Charles Rosa, we see this tight arm triangle here, and really it's just the kind of squirreliness and panic of Charles Rosa that's keeping him alive here, along with just a slight amount of shoulder depth issue from Bryce Mitchell and a little bit of elbow placement issue. And both these things are very hard to control. I sympathize a lot with Bryce Mitchell and difficulty with getting the elbow and shoulder position proper on arm triangle. It's a very finicky thing to do. And it tends to be a submission that is, some people just get it right away, and some people it takes a really long time for them to find that sweet spot that really works. So, again, with these kind of like very subtle submissions, finicky spots, when he gets into this arm triangle here, his placement is pretty great right here. There's not too much wrong with it. The shoulder placement's a little bit high in comparison to the chin, right? It's a little bit far down this way, right? We talked about it being a little bit too high last time and above the chin. This time it's below the chin, but it's a little bit far down. He needs to bring it higher up underneath the chin. That's just difficult to do. The elbow position is good because it's close to the floor. And we'll see that as this kind of plays out, the elbow position gets a little bit worse because it starts coming off the floor. So here the elbow position's on the floor. The only thing really saving Charles Rosa is that his hand is here and it's pulling hard this way in order to take the shoulder pressure off. So we can see the shoulder line here. We can see that the neckline is here, right? If this kind of compresses maybe halfway down to here, it's probably going to be very difficult for Charles Rosa not to tap. Right now it's a little bit more bicep oriented right there. Again, same issue that was kind of having last time, but this time it's a little bit less on Bryce Mitchell and it's more on a good defense of Charles Rosa, really keeping that hand in there along with a good answering the phone defense, or not defense, but just buying time with answering the phone. So then now we see that in a minute here, as we kind of continue to really press on this, we see that the arm triangle starts becoming weaker because the elbow starts coming off the ground, right? And as we see the elbow to the ground position widen, you can see that the shoulder to neck position also widens, and this tends to be the case. So that's why when you're doing an arm triangle, you always want to have your elbow very close to the floor or on the floor completely when you're doing it. Because it tends to be a very good proxy for whether your shoulder is going to be appropriately aligned with the carotids. And here we see that the elbow is almost slipping out because the shoulder is getting so far away.